Okay, here's 7 out of 40,000 BPM tutorial. So to hit 7,000 BPM, you gotta swing really fast like this, and then basically once you're doing that, you just gotta okay, so here's how to 7,000 okay, so this is how you hit it, and then you okay, so it hits 7,000. Here you go. So first tutorial, you gotta learn it at 115 first, like this. You're gonna want to do this. And then okay, so this is how you hit it. Okay. No. Wait, no. No, wait. Okay, wait, so here's how you hit it. Okay, so here's how you hit it. Okay. Okay, so here's how you hit it. Okay. So, okay, so here's how you hit it. Okay, so as you can see, I'm hitting it. And here's how. So, okay, so here, so here's that. So let's hit it, and then okay, so hit 2,000. It's really easy. Okay, so it's really easy. What's up? What is? Baja Blast. I'm sorry for asking. I'm good. Peanut butter Reese's cup from the candy aisle. Have a good day. I'm sorry. Freaking scream. Okay, so here's how you hit 2 billion BPM. Okay, so first you start off by learning the BPM, and so when you're learning it, first you gotta figure out how to swing. So my tip is swing at the BPM like this, and then you learn it eventually. So if that's too hard for you, so what you can do is you can do that, and then if you play this map, it's a really good learning. So you can figure out how the game works. Okay, so wait, so let me try that again because I kind of did a mess up. Okay. So this is how to learn. Okay. Oh, darn. Okay, so okay, so that's how you hit it. But if you so if you just go here, and then you just gotta learn it. Like this, and then if you do that for like 6 hours a day, and then you make sure to use the, oh my god, make sure to use the Sephora link in my bio to get 37% off your next Sephora haul, then just pass it. And then so once you're playing, once you think you're ready, this is how you hit it. Okay, so if you end up dropping your controller, It's actually not a big deal because you can just go back down a couple levels and it won't happen. So if you go here, and then you go to a faster song, and then you play it on faster song, you'll find that it's really easy. So you can just do that. But then once you're done with faster song, you go to super fast. And then once you're done with that, so what do you want to do next? So the next goal is okay, so if you just play this every day for 6 months straight, eventually you'll learn. So okay, so yeah, so if you just like learn that, then like it's just easy. That's bad. So if you start off at level 1 and you pass Insane Flower in level 1 on faster song, just make sure you don't pizza because then it's cheating. By the way, so just don't pizza it and you'll be okay. You'll be going on. Okay, so if you just do that for like until you beat it, and then okay, so the goal after you get past this part is to do the next part. So basically to do the next part, you just make sure that you're doing your palm-ups because it'll make you better at the game in the long run. Yeah, it's really good for you. It's really good for you. So then once you do level 1, you're gonna want to scroll down and then you go to level 34. And that was really easy because Purist is really easy. So you see Purist, look, this is the whole map. So you just do that for the whole map and it's level 34. And then you can just do this on slower song Ghost Notes for the free 34 pass. So here's how. So basically, you're on slower song and then you're on Ghost Notes. So then you just gotta do that like once or twice. And then it's like, or if it's too easy for you, you could do something harder like this on One Life, because that's like level 36. But it's like the same difficulty as the other one. Okay, so next step is to get a run on Pigs Fly. Because in the song he says bodies are weak, you play your part. Okay, Okay, so that's all that you need. That's the only run you need to get 34. And if you want to learn how to swing that fast, first you go here. Wait. So if you go no bombs, no walls, it's actually a really easy pass. So you just do this. And then it's easy pass. So next, what you want to do is, so you go to here. You want to find a map that you want to play. Like, okay, wait, okay, so this map is really fun. And so you want to pass it. Okay, so here we go. You gotta get ready for the drop because it gets really intense. But so basically to hit it, you swing. Just refer to back to step 1 if you don't know how to swing. So this challenge is hard for those who don't have arms or feet. So you might have to use your ears, but nobody so let's be honest here. So if you just hit that fast enough and then and then you just do it. Wait, I think I just discovered something. Okay, so I just discovered something new. So this map, if you pass it, it's like basically okay, so okay, so here it goes. I just discovered something new. Okay. Oh my god. Wait. There's something new afoot. Wait a second. Wait, do you okay, so it's official new foot. So you just so if you just play this map, and then so basically you got a palm up, and then if you don't know what a palm up is, refer to step 1 so you can learn how to swing. Just make sure you do that because that's how you swing. So okay, so like, so if you look here, there's a lot going on, but you just gotta do it, by the way. Just make sure that you hit it. Okay, so, and then next, the next step on your adventure, is to beat a level 100. kill someone. So the next step is to beat a level 100. Okay, so for level 100, you got a lot of options. Like, handbook for the recently deceased. This one is really easy for beginners that are learning how to swing for the first time. So you just, so if you just do this quick little run, and then if you switch grips, you'll actually get better at the game. So if you just switch to palm grip because it's better, then you learn how to swing. So basically next you want to figure out, okay, so after you figure out your settings, you want to go, you want to learn palm grip because palm grip's better. So you just go to level 26 and then you just, so you just pass to level 26 and then it's easy. Don't kick me. Hey. I have something. Okay, so you just learn palm grip, the game gets easier. Because as you can see, palm grip, your swings are really good. Look at this. Look at this. And it's really easy to do palm ups, which is why it's called palm grip. Like palm up grip. So like the swings are really good. But if you aren't just in that mood, you just, so you do reverse claw grip, and look, reverse claw grip is really good. Like I'm doing reverse claw. Okay, so after you learn reverse claw grip, your next step is to use reverse claw grip and pass a map. Only after you learn it though. But you can do it before you learn it, just make sure to not pass a map before you learn it. Because it's, okay, so your first map is this one. So after you learn, learn reverse claw, and then it's like free pass. This is like Oprah Winfrey dog pass. And so that's why reverse claw, that's why reverse claw is better at doing things for you, because if you don't okay, but then here's the difference if you switch to default grip. So this default grip is worse because it's not reverse, but reverse default grip is like just like okay, so wait a second, do you smell that? Okay, it's time to get lucky times, because it smells like it. So if you start off by, first you play it, and then, that burst was tiring. So, next you pass shipwrecked, because this will make you learn other stuff that isn't just the reverse claw. So, make sure you take breaks regularly. So I'm taking a break right now. So, no, I'm not. Okay, wait. after shut up. So after you learn reverse claw, you pass Days of Candy because it's easy. Look at how easy this is. Look, so after you learn Reverence Claw, so basically you just hit some of the notes and it hits all of them for you, because Reverse Claw is the best. Because it's like PFC Beat Sabering. So if you do a cross hand at the part that doesn't have a cross hand, it actually gives you extra 10 points, which can help you unlock the new ability in Beat Saber. The ability that gets rid of all of the notes and yeah. So next, you just gotta hit it, and then so this part's really easy if you use Reverence Claw. As you can see, there not even a sweat coming out. So then you hit a 360-degree palm up because you're actually swinging the wrong direction. So, and then, oh wait, yeah, this is a palm up, by the way. Okay, so then you do that. Okay, so now you're hitting this. And now this. Okay, so if you don't know how to do this, just go back to step 1. So you can learn how to swing. But if you don't know how to swing, just go back to step 1 so you can learn how to swing. So, oh boy. Well, make sure to do this, by the way, because it helps you hit them faster. So if you swing fast enough inside of Beat Saber, then you start to fly away. So be careful to not swing too fast, because you don't want to end up in the land that Jesus resides in, because you're gonna fly away if you swing too fast. And I've done this before, but the way you fix it is you go back to step 1 so you can learn how to swing, so you don't fly away. Okay. So these tips are useful because in Beat Saber is a VR rhythm game where you have 2 sabers and there's notes and you hit them in the corresponding direction with the correct color. And if you don't know how, revert back to step 1 to learn how to swing. So if you just do this and then you learn reverse claw, and then make sure to do 360-degree palm up. If you don't know what a palm up is, then that sucks. Wait. Okay, so, but if you do know what a palm up is, then revert back to step 1 because you don't know how to swing, obviously. Wait, I'm cooking. Okay. Just make sure that you don't develop Tourette's while playing Beat Saber. Oh shoot. Darn. You know, the reason why they call it jumps is not because it's jumps, it's because you gotta jump while playing it. Did you know that? But this isn't jumps, this is streams, so you're actually supposed to play this in the stream of water. And to do that, you gotta you gotta revert back to step one to learn how to swing, so you don't fly away and turn so you don't fly away and turn into reverse claw. Jesus. Wait, my bad. Okay, so this map is really easy if you just learn how to swing. So I don't know what a palm up is, so by the way, so don't fly away while doing palm up. Wait. So if you pass Dawn V2, it actually gives you a free palm up pass where you can say the word palm up. And as you know, I say palm up so much because I've passed this map like 20,000 times. But don't say palm up because it's actually a racial slur towards the people that didn't follow step one and don't know how to swing. Okay, so this part is really easy if you just learn how to do fentanyl. So if you don't know how to do fentanyl, or go back to step 2 where I talk about that. So it's actually really easy. Just to let you know. Okay. Okay, so every time you pass this map, you get a free palm up pass. And if you don't know what a palm up is, revert back to step 1 to learn how to swing, so you don't fly away to reverse claw grip Jesus. Wait, I'm actually cooking. Okay, so if you just contort yourself enough, and then you revert back to step 1, then you will be able to hit Dawn V2 streams level 34. And this is really easy to do if you revert back to step 1 to learn how to swing. So if you want to learn how to be like me, which you obviously do, you just gotta learn step 1. If you want more amazing tips from me, make sure to reach out to me on Fiverr. It's only like $400 for a coaching session on Fiverr. So if you just swing enough, then eventually, oh boy. So make sure you don't develop Tourette's, because if you become reverse claw, then Jesus won't save you during the rapture. And here's why. Because he doesn't like reverse claw. And here's why. So basically, reverse claw was invented by Satanic Devil. And Satanic Devil created step 1, because step 1 is where you learn how to swing. But in step 1, you learn how to reverse claw so you can hit your first map. So here's why. If you revert back to step 1, then reverse claw grip Jesus will save you during the rapture, but not Jesus. Here's why. Because basically, reverse claw grip was invented by the reverse claw grip demons. Okay, so once you do Dawn V2, you can say palm up. So after you do that, you want to like and subscribe and drop a comment down below with the saying delivering lettuce if you made it this far into the video. So then next what you want to do. Okay, so if you want to pass delivering so you do that first, by the way, and then okay. So the next step is so level 34 all, so except free post, but next is if you pass Lorelaw Leon, super fast song, 50% speed, slower song, 10% speed, then eventually, if you just do this enough times, then you can eventually hit the Jesus reverse clogger Jesus pattern. And here's how. So first you want to hit each one of those notes individually to make sure that you don't cheese it, because if you don't hit them individually, it's cheesing, as we know. So just by the way, okay, so just to let you know, reverse clogger of Jesus. Okay, so if you don't know how to hit the 3 in a row, then first you want to learn how to hit 2 in a row, and then you hit 1 in a row, and then after that you revert back to step 1. So the reason this is important is because it helps you learn in the future that you're not allowed to reset on Lord Lolly, so you gotta hit it like that, and then you gotta like scoliosis at the end. Oh boy, I kind of fumbled the bag on that one. Type LOL in the comments if you made it this far. So revert back to step 1 if you haven't made it this far. Okay, so so if you don't even have to hit the notes, as long as you just do the angles even after you hit the notes. So like you can just do this, like if you just gotta do that. Okay, so alright, next we do is you okay, so that's how you hit those, by the way. There's 5. So next step, okay. So if you hit it aggressively enough, then eventually it'll get scared of you. So once you, oh boy. Okay. Just saying, you're not allowed to reset on this part, so you actually have to wrist roll. You actually have to wrist roll like this. So you do scoliosis, and then you do a 360-degree wrist roll on that one, and then you hit it like this. And then if you do this as a scoliosis and then switch to a palm up, you gotta do this all at full speed, by the way. And then behind your back, and then through the legs. So next you're gonna do this. Okay. So to hit this part, you basically just gotta do this. And then to hit this part, you gotta do this. Make sure your stance is really wide and you're in that ready position for any upcoming notes that want to be sneak attacks on you. Because here's how to solve that problem. If you revert back to step 1 and learn how to swing. So if you revert back to step 1, then you do a scoliosis. Make sure you hit all the bombs if you can, but I don't know if you can because you didn't revert back to step 1. So the next step in becoming a Beat Saber, so you want to become reverse claw beat, reverse claw Jesus friend. So first you're gonna pass so you're gonna pass Weeping Demon on pro mode because I'm a pro. So next, so if you just hit this all as palm ups, then it makes the upcoming palm ups easier. Wait, let me show you an example. So if you start off with palm ups, because this is a no reset map, you're supposed to, so first you hit this, and then you do a couple of 360s, and then look, this part becomes easier. And then you do some more like 360s, but then this part is really easy. But if you do it as a scoliosis at the start, it's actually even harder. Because, so first you're hitting the scoliosis at the start. So yeah, so you're hitting the scoliosis. And then look at, so so the first step in the story, okay. So if you pass Sugarcane Chapel the same way I did, oh no! No, I fell over. Oh man. So to become God, first so if you just go level 31, code red. Okay, so the next step in the story, so if you drop your right controller, and then, so if you don't know how to drop your left controller, then revert back to step 1, because basically that teaches you the ways of step 1, because Claw Grip Jesus is gonna come and get you in your sleep if you, revert back, here's step 1 for those who didn't go back. So when you're swinging, what you want to do is, so you go to level attention, And then if you learn it on 110, you just gotta hit it like me. So if you just do this for 6 hours a day, then eventually you'll be able to hit it. But if you don't know how to hit it, just revert